I'm blowing out my voice talking to this stupid mic. This is the worst mic I've ever had. I'm trying to get their attention. Turn up the mic.
That's a Western Mass, man. So thank you all for showing up this evening. Sharing your Saturday night with us. We fucking love you. Thank you for fucking being here, man.
How you doing? It's been a little while, and that's because I got my flu shot and I got sick and I lost my voice for a little bit, and it was awful. It wasn't COVID. I took a test, so that's a good thing, but I'm feeling better now, and I got some great records to show you. I got some new stuff. I got some represses of some great old stuff, some stuff I wanted, some stuff I needed, and let's get to the sharing right now. Let's not waste any more time. It's Synner's Den. And first up, you saw a little clip of these guys at the beginning of this video. This is a local Massachusetts band from Lynn, Massachusetts. Unearth. I got to see these guys just Saturday night here in Holyoke, Mass at the Gateway City Arts Center, and this is a pretty smoky red vinyl right there. Pretty. You cannot miss Buzz McGrath on guitar for Unearth. They've been doing it for 20 years now, part of the metalcore scene that started here in Massachusetts. And Unearth, he has got this kind of like riff to high dissonant guitar noise. Seeing it live is amazing. Something like it. Trust me. You heard it at the beginning of this video. These guys are the shit. This is one of our best metal bands out here. Of course, we got Killswitch and Shadows Fall, but Unearth are fantastic. This is their newest album, The Wretched and the Ruinous. And this just came out. I was able to get it at the show, which was really great. They've got about 11 tracks on here. Exactly what you expect from these hardcore metalcore classics. Just brutal, straight up brutal. Love these guys. If you are into the metalcore scene, Unearthed is still doing it. New album is great. Check this out. Next up, this is another hardcore kind of punk metal band, a stoner band I really love from New York City. No, from down south. This is Kylesa, and this is a really great black vinyl double LP. Music from the Vaults, Volume 1. As far as I know, there's no Volume 2 yet. But this is Volume 1. It's got about 12 tracks on here. Drum jam, intro, some songs like Between the Silence and Sound, Paranoid, Tempo, Wavering, Basalts, and an incredible cover of Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, Pink Floyd's song, Suicide Song. Fantastic, fantastic. This is 2 records played at 45 speed. Really great. Look at this album cover. This is, I don't know if you can catch this. This is all dot work in here. And the back, the artist did an incredible job. This is also a gatefold. If you can see that, look at that. This is so sick. Look at that artwork. Kind of reminds me of how Pusshead would draw with the implied line and the dot work. Really beautiful album. If you're into Kylesa, this is freaking great. Grindcore, stoner, hard rock with both a male and female singer on here. I love this band. They've been around for years doing it. This is sick stuff. Check out Kylesa. This is a release I had to import all the way from like Indonesia or somewhere. It took a month to get here, but this is Crawl Pappy. This is an album from 1990. I loved this band. Got to see these guys live. Was a big fan of these guys from New York. Kind of went from the hardcore scene into more of an industrial sound. It says here former members of Agnostic Front, Prong. Here's the guys on the back here. This has got some great songs that ended up on their album Deluxe. You got Newtown, Fine Line, This Street Is Mine, Duality, Man of the Hour. This was like, they were ahead of their time at Crawl Pappy as far as hardcore and metal and industrial music. Their rhythms were great. The drums have a high snap pop to them. This was fantastic. Got to see them in Boston with Sam Black Church. What a killer show with my buddy Russ, who was also a big fan at the time. I miss this band. This was a band that really should have gotten big. Their album that came out, Deluxe, I don't know if they broke up right after or around the time, but it really didn't get a lot of movement or promotion, which is unfortunate. These guys, Crawl Pappy, were really great. If you're into that industrial hardcore like prong riff madness, these guys were fantastic. Go look up some Crawl Pappy. This next band I can't wait to talk about. This is new wave of British heavy metal, and this is Samson. This is their debut album on Head On a cool yellow vinyl. If you wondered where Iron Maiden got Bruce Dickinson, they got him from here. This is a 1980 release. Before he joined Maiden, he was in this band Samson with the lead guitar player Paul Samson. It was after him. Bruce is the lead singer. This has got some incredible tracks on it, like Hard Times, Thunderburst, Hammerhead, Too Close to Rock, Take Me to You Later. This is sick. Heavy, not like Iron Maiden, technical heavy, more on the rock and roll side. A local Joe's Records in Northampton had this, and I had to get it, and boop badoo. They also had the second album by Samson on this cool minty green vinyl. Both of these are Record Store Day re-releases, I believe. This one's got great songs like Riding with the Angels, Earth Mother, Bloodlust is one of my favorites, Go to Hell, Once Bitten. Again, Paul Samson on guitars, Bruce on lead vocals, and Bruce Dickinson sounds exactly the same as he does in Maiden on this. His vocals are just as killer, just as he got the same range. It's fantastic stuff, but more on the rock and roll side of things, and not as heavy and not as fast as Maiden, but really, really great stuff. This album's called Shock Tactics. If you're looking for some new wave British heavy metal and you love Bruce Dickinson singing, check out Where He Came From, Samson. This is some awesome, awesome stuff. So glad to have these. Coming in next is another release I ordered from Discogs because I'm starting to get into collecting and filling out my T-Rex collection. I love this stuff. I liked T-Rex a little bit in the psychedelic era. He was more acoustic, hippie era then, but once he picked up and plugged in, forget about it. This is great. This is his Tanks record from 1973. This is a Demon Records re-release on a clear vinyl. And this is just some great stuff. Not a lot of hit songs that you would recognize. You got Tenement Lady, Mr. Mister, Broken Hearted Blues, Shock Rock, Electric Slim and the Factory Hen, Mad Donna. Born to Boogie was one he would play often live, but definitely love having this. Definitely want to get some more T-Rex in my collection. Also trying to bang up on David Bowie, early Bowie stuff. I'm short on a lot of that, but this was a great find. Love having this. Love like trying to play guitar like him too. He wasn't a very complex guitar player. The riffs are very simple and right in the same spot if you learn how to play his stuff. Really great stuff. Here's the back cover here. Getting a glare there, but look at that. T-Rex. Not on the radio often enough. Kind of one of the forgotten greats somehow. Love this. So we'll change it up here for the last two albums. I'm not a huge hip-hop fan, but when you see something and you know you need it, you just freaking buy it. And I was at Target, and there's Public Enemy. Takes a nation of millions to hold us back on a blood red vinyl. Of course, this came out in 1988 on Def Jam Records. There's the guys. We all know Chuck D and Flavor Flav. You also still got Professor Griff in here. You got the S1Ws. I think people really believed that Public Enemy had their own military on stage. I really think that. They definitely did. People were freaked out by Public Enemy when they first came out. Their first album was Yo Bum Rush the Show, but this is the one that really broke them. When we were skateboarding, we listened to this all the time. This has got great songs like Countdown to Armageddon, Bring the Noise. Of course, Bring the Noise later on was redone with Anthrax, which was fantastic. Don't Believe the Hype, Cole Lampin' with Flav, Louder Than a Bomb, Can We Get a Witness? And then, of course, on side 2, you've got She Watched Channel Zero. And on that one, I love that song. That song has got a guitar sample from Def Jam's own Slayer, where they sample Angel of Death. Angel of Death from Slayer, Believe on South of Heaven. This is freaking awesome. Definitely needed this in my collection. This is a classic album. Spent a lot of time listening to this as a kid, and one of the hip-hop greats. And last up, this is another hip-hop record which I love. Spent a lot of time getting stoned to this one with my buddy Stevie B, and this is Justin Warfield by Field Trip to Planet 9. This is a wicked psychedelic hip-hop record on a kind of a clearish, pinky, cloudy color. This is a 2 LP set. Really nice gatefold in here with a good story write-up about Justin Warfield. This is the only hip-hop album he ever did. He later went on to get into a band that did, Justin Warfield did more kind of a funk, kind of rock sound later into the 90s. Here's the back. Here's what he looks like there. He was young. This has got some great songs. Tequila Flats, Dip Dip Dive. You got Live from the Opium Den, which was a really good one. Drugstore Cowboy, B-Boys on Acid. He would talk about basically at the time in the 90s, the Fish hippie experience. A lot of people were smoking pot, a lot of people were dropping acid, and hip-hop, not a lot of people were talking about that experience, but you had him kind of fell in line with a lot of the De La Soul people, the Beastie Boys type people, Jungle Brothers, things like that. Justin Warfield, his only hip-hop album, re-released on vinyl, colored vinyl, just came out last year. This was really hard. I've had this on cassette, I've had it on CD, I've never really seen it on vinyl, so this is fantastic that they went back and redid this one. This is one of those albums that just could have been lost to history, but there's just so much good stuff on here. The samples are great. He was just a really talented guy. And who knows, if he had stayed with hip-hop and didn't switch off into rock music, what would have happened? The rock music, I've got one of those albums on CD, and it wasn't that bad. But boy, he really shines on this album. This is fantastic hip-hop. Justin Warfield. So hey, that's it, everybody. Loving this sweatshirt. Look at Gene. All bloody and everything. Thanks for coming back to Synner's Den. There's a couple of records for you. I'm definitely going to have some more stuff for you again. I'm trying to get these on some sort of a schedule. And we're going to go out with a little Justin Warfield. And hope to see you again soon. Come on back, everybody. It's Synner's Den. And have a great Halloween if I don't see you until
I feel like James Bond, so where's my money penny whore? I hook up the beats, I got a nigga named M's. I stains my sheets like the violent femmes. I'm doing sake bombs in the opium den, and so I dedicate this song to Cheryl and Beck, who be like Harold and Maude, a Joni and Chachi,